Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Traders around the world, this is Jeff Goodwin from Forex Trading for Beginners. The time for me in Thailand, as you see in the bottom right-hand corner, it's 5:48. You might say, why 5:48? It's very, very early if you consider. In the UK, it's only 10:48. Well, the reason because at 11 p.m. UK time, if I wished to, I could start trading gold and indices, metals, etc. Yeah. Now, people have been asking about the start of the day, but before I do that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a brief overview of yesterday, because this is the show, your daily show, all about trading gold. Share my screen right now. Here we go. There's my gold setup, right? So this here was yesterday. So for yesterday, as you know, that one was wrong. Why did I put that in there? I have no idea. Thinking about it now. Okay, I just put that in this morning. I do apologize. So going back to the future. So what we do, ladies and gentlemen, for the setup, if this was today, if this was like now, we would go back to the day before. I draw a line there. I would call it value area high. I'll go to the top of this blue bottom bit, and that should read a value area low. And I don't know why that's not. So I'll yeah, I've moved things about. So I've moved. I'll actually draw that in because I actually like to keep these. Do apologize. At the moment, I'm on the 15-minute. I've moved to the 15-minute recently because I heard some grumblings that some people were getting whipsawed out in the 5-minute. That just basically means like things like this, there was getting spiked out and things like this with wicks and things. And there was a reason. I know this is value area high. There was actually something. This was a volume reversal as well. I had that on previously and I removed it. And it went up about 50 pips from that spike. You might not look at it, but it's considerable. Actually, it's quite nice. Oh, it's more than 100. There you go. It's quite nice indeed. So, value area high, value area low. My target is up here. Yeah, and you can see it's not actually been hit. I never went near the target yesterday. Tighten up a little bit. Yeah, it looks a bit busy with all these lines because I keep my POCs, my value area highs on, and I call them previous, or sometimes call them V, meaning virgin, not touched, if they've not been touched yet. So that was. Let's pretend that yesterday has not happened yet. So we'll go back to the day before. This is my V70 setup, ladies and gentlemen. I will then go to the morning, round about this time now, which is about to start happening in my 8 minutes time. So here, this is the people have been asking me, what do I do at the start of the day? Yeah. So none of this has happened yet. First thing, well, I'll share something in the ninjas today. I won't show here. It's basically an overview about a guide to go from top to bottom. And I'll take people through this. But here we have the very first candle. Yeah, the initial open. Yeah. And you can't really tell anything from that, but that's like the low. And then it goes up to high. And that's basically sets a low and a high. Some people would call this the initial balance. And then from there, it starts to move. Yep. And I'm with a V70 strategy, I'm hoping it goes up here to my here. Not only do we have imbalance up here, as you can see, we have imbalance, and I marked up 50. These are other things inside imbalance as well. I don't have imbalance. We've got the POC up here, so I'm hoping it turns around and goes that way, which it didn't. And it's not for the first time this week. That's not happened. However, now in my inner circle, and yeah, in my inner circle, we do have an additional strategy. This is outside of the ninjas because I've got my own group outside the ninjas, and we do have a couple of strategies actually, which we're testing at the moment, and it's going well. One is called the cash machine, and the other one is called Gold Rush. But just to let you know a little bit, an overview of that. Some of you have not heard before. Some of you will have it, but it's very simple. You mentioned this here. If it drops out the bottom, enter the trade, boom, away you go. Really simple. Yeah, and if that was you yesterday, you could have had approximately, I didn't get as much as this, 240 odd pips. Now, the question was raised by Heath and the Ninjas, why do it early on? Thank you very much. That was for you. The reason why I've highlighted this area here is because when it bounced off here, it came back up and it did a bounce again. And I was like, watching this at this time, I said, what's going to happen? So I just bounced and I just looked at it. Now, all these lines you see on here, these are my previous highs, lows, wicks, and various things. I like putting wicks on as well. I'll put it on there. So here, for example, wicks. There's some imbalance in the wicks here. There's lots of unbalance up there, but just to let you know, price will have to come to a minimum 50% of the wicks. So I can quite easily, if I wanted, draw a little line. Just run over there. Yeah, price has to come to 50%. Another way to do that there, but it's better, slightly better with big wicks, like straight up and down. It goes down and like a V shape. I love the V shape you get. If I put New York open, you notice it comes down sometimes, goes up, then reverses back again. Yeah, it's a little bit of imbalance there. Yeah, you've got this here as well, but put that to the side for a minute. Just focus on the wicks. People are asking me what I do. What else do I do, ladies and gentlemen? Notice these lines. Yeah, drops here, stops at a volume. This was a volume value area and a value area high previously before. Notice how, if you think of supply and demand, they call it down, base, down. This will be classed as a base. Yep. Come down to another previous POC. It stopped at that point, had a dance around, rotated around this price, went down, and it did another little dance between these two here, before finishing at this price, which was the low of the day. Yep. And then went back up. So I apologize, to a previous value area low, and also it was actually a volume thing as well. Yeah, I stopped there. So it's a very quick analysis. Now, the people that are here for the daily show, which I have on my channel, this is an overview of what we're doing. And now I'm going to set my charts up for today because the market is about to open in 3 minutes. And I actually don't need the markets to be open to set them up because we know the markets are closed. So we draw 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. You notice a value area high. It's a blue and a gray. So we just did blue. Mark it here, value area high that before. One here, which I previously marked. To apologize this morning. Preparing value area low, and I'm actually just ever slightly just to there. Yep. And where would my target be? Where would my target be? right there. That's it, right there. So just get another line. And pop that on top of that there. And what I'll do is I'm just going to tune into that one because I want to make sure it's a little bit out. You see, that's ever so slightly out. I'm just going to mark that target POC. And I've got templates in here. Target. That's perfect. Well done. And in terms of V70 strategy, that is it. That's my target today with the V70. Now, is it going to go straight there? Of course not. Is it going to go there at all? I have no idea. Now, let's measure from just there, just the top of that one there, to the V70. Let's see, is that possible? It's that's 181 pips. Is it possible? Most definitely, 181 pips is possible. If you think of how it's been the daily range recently, from top to bottom, it's been more than that. 300, I think it was 400 odd the day before. So 181, most definitely possible. It's been really trending the last couple of days. So here's a fingers crossed that it goes up to a target. If it doesn't go up, guess what? We've not missed anything. Now we're in the value area lows here. So if it does go up, we've got a nice chance of getting some decent pips. And just to remind you, we switch on your matrix, your Ninja matrix. You would switch on your Ninjacator. I would go between normal candles and Heikin-Ashi candles. Now I want to imagine, for example, this here was your target for yesterday. You switched on your, you had your Ninjacator, and it would probably happened here. I come all the way down there. Let me actually see if I've got one. We have my Ninjacator right there. And where's my matrix? See how nice that would have been, all the way down, probably to there. Just trusting the matrix, trusting the Ninjacator. The tools are there to be used. And just have fun with it. For those people that are in the ninjas, you've got these tools. So people who are not in the ninjas, the people that are not in my inner circle, you do not have these tools. If you're not in any of this stuff, that's it. I have some additional tools I use, but it's all fun. It's all good in the hood. So this is your daily show, ladies and gentlemen. It's a show for you. It's to show people that inquire, show people that show interest. For people who, I'm a part of another group called the Ninjas. There's over 500 members in there. And I have to be honest, it's a private members group. It's a private members group. And it's not free, it's paid. Works out around about £4, $4.30 a day, or $6. It's not a lot of money, considering we had $1 pip, £1 a pip on that one trade yesterday from there to there. Thank you very much. You made a lot more than that, shall we say. Yeah. So an idea of £4.30, $6 a day, spent over a monthly period. If that's something you could, if you're willing to invest to get something like this on a daily basis, certainly it's for you. For those just looking for some free stuff, just hang on. There's stuff coming. There's stuff on YouTube you can get from different people as well. It's always useful to look at different ideas. People are ready in series to not just, in Scotland we use this phrase, and it can be a little bit degrading sometimes. The phrase tire kickers. I don't know if you use that where you are in the world, where people hang around and think about it, but sometimes you can hang around too long. The evidence is there. It was yesterday. Let's look at the day before. Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence is there. Come on. The evidence is there. Let's look at the day before. The evidence is there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in yet, do yourself a favor, get in my inner circle. Whoever you're, whether you're learning from YouTube, whether you're in some other course somewhere, give it a go. Give a 7-day without any investment, no credit cards trial. You can come and learn direct from the source, from the V70, and so much more. So on that one, I'm going to stop sharing. Wherever you are around the world, I have been requested for this, but this is also part of my daily show for people who want to learn to trade gold. So it's Jeff here, Forex trading for beginners, changing lives. And as always, I'll see you. When you're ready, I'll see you at the top. Have a great day and bye for now.